Hi crochet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stefania, and today I wanted to share with you the results of the market I was at last Sunday. This market was the Funky Vegan Festival, and it was located in the NDSM Wharf in Amsterdam. If you found my channel because you were at the Funky Vegan Festival, hit that subscribe button and say hi in the comments below. I was originally going to film some get ready with me for the market kind of content, but honestly I just got busy and didn't get around to pulling out the camera. But if you'd be interested in seeing this kind of video, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make one for my next market. The Funky Vegan Festival was primarily food vendors, and they had some live entertainment and workshops as well. Going into it, I knew I was going to be the only artist there, which was a bit intimidating, but I wanted to take the risk and see if this type of market was where my niche audience was. I meant to take more footage during the market to give more of a feel of the vibe, but I was pretty busy with my stand, so I didn't step away too much. Most of the action was outside where all the food vendors were set up, but I was inside in a more dance hall / bar kind of setting. Honestly, I was pretty happy with my location because it allowed me to stay out of the sun, but there was still a nice breeze coming through, keeping the room nice and cool. It was also further away from more of the crowd, so when people needed a quiet moment, they'd come in and check out my stand. Although I'd used the same general setup for my table at each market, this time I used the board for more of my paintings, which I thought was a really nice touch. Some of my animal paintings I had turned into stickers, so I also made packs of those for sale. I also brought along my clothing rack and used it to display some of my purses, rather than using it for my macrame. Instead, I hung a number of my macrame pieces off of the side of the stand, which I thought helped make a nice vibe. The biggest portion of my table, of course, was my plant pots. I got a lot of great feedback of people who thought that they were the perfect gift or who just wanted some for themselves. I had been bringing my mushroom jewelry organizers to many markets last year, but this is the first time that one of them actually sold, and it sold earlier in the day, which made me super excited. More people also pointed them out to each other and commented on how they would make a perfect gift for someone they knew. I also sold a good number of flower bookmarks, keychains, flower hairpin sets, and scrunchies. I like offering a number of these smaller budget items because sometimes people just really like the art, but they don't have the budget for one of the larger pieces. So even though I'm not technically charging enough to account for the time it spent making these items, I'm happy to offer them at a lower price to make my art more accessible. I'm also really happy that 3 of my animal portraits found their way to a new home, including the donkey, the cow with a flower crown, and my jellyfish. Since I love making them so much, I'm really happy that 4 of my plant pots sold. Surprisingly, none of the ones that sold were the €20 ones, and not so surprisingly, none of them were the €65 ones either. But I sold 2 of them for €30 each, 1 for 35, and the last one for 40. Something that I've tried at the most recent markets is including tags on my plant pots indicating how much time I've spent on them. I will admit I'm undercharging for my time yet again by only charging €10 an hour for my plant pots. For now, I'm okay discounting my time like this because I'd rather sell some of the plant pots than keep bringing them back and forth from home. And I've got quite the inventory that I'd like to move because I just can't stop myself from making more of them. It's also valuable to me to see which plants people are drawn to and what types of color combinations they prefer. For example, 2 of the 4 plant pots that sold were with succulents, so I know that I should focus on making more of these. All in all, it was a really fun festival, and I'm so glad that people enjoyed my art and came by to support my stand. I like to include a fundraising element at the markets I go to, so this time I was raising money for the Sanctuary Vrijleef, an animal sanctuary here in the Netherlands. It was fun talking to people about why I chose them to raise funds for, and it was really cool connecting with others who also follow the sanctuary. Now to break down some numbers. The table fee for this festival was €133.10, but we'll just call it 133 for easy calculations. In total, I took home €316 in sales. I'm really thrilled with this number because it's the most that I've taken home from any market I've done so far. So, taking away the table fee, I was left with €183. Luckily, parking was free, and my partner was kind enough to buy us lunch. So I'm considering 183 to be my profits from the market. For the fundraiser, I promised to donate 20% of my profits to the sanctuary, which results in €36.60. But since this was such a successful market and I exceeded my expectations, I'm just going to round up this donation to an even €40. If you'd like to personally contribute to this sanctuary, I'm going to leave their Instagram linked in the description below. They've got a link in their profile for how you can donate as well. Thank you so much to the organizers and the other vendors for making it such a lovely festival. This was such a fun festival to attend as a vendor, and I'll definitely be checking it out for next year as well. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. If you like this type of video, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. It really helps my channel out a lot. I'm aiming to put out a new video every week, including recap videos like this, crochet tutorials, and other craft content. If you have any suggestions for what kind of videos you want to see next, leave those suggestions in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!